Jared here, and today I am at Universal Studios Orlando Resort, and I'm going to give a tour of the Dockside Hotel, Endless Summer Dockside, that is. I've been trying to stay at all of the Universal properties and kind of film them and just take them in, and it's time for Dockside. So Endless Summer, there are two Endless Summer resorts. There's a Surfside and a Dockside. They're right across the street from each other. They're very similar, but they are not exact clones. So let's get over to Dockside and take a look. To me, it feels like Dockside is the larger of the two hotels, and Universal considers these their budget hotels. There's a look at it right there. What they call towers. It's Tower 2 and Tower 1. Taking a look at the lobby here and the checkout line, and then over there it's the concierge desk, or where you can get information for park tickets and such. There's a Starbucks, which is important because their other restaurant does not serve coffee. And over here you got their little lounge, the Sunset Lounge. And like all of the Universal hotels, they have a Universal Studios store, which is kind of a really watered down version of the Universal stores inside the park and in CityWalk. And in fact, really, this one has a lot of beach gear, so I guess it's a little bit different. But other than that, mostly Harry Potter stuff instead of the other IPs and attractions that they feature. Let's take a quick look here at Dockside's Pier 8 Market. This is where you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is basically a cafeteria style restaurant. All kinds of good stuff here. As you can see, it's pretty busy this morning as people are getting breakfast. Juices, parfaits, over there muffins, danishes, bagels, breakfast pizza, and pancakes, waffles, sausage, a couple breakfast burritos that I've had that are really good. Anyway, pretty decent food. It's even got a small little grab and go section. This is open like an hour later than the restaurant. I think this one closes at 11, the restaurant closes at 10. It opens up pretty early. You can get some beer, soda, milk, water, juice. Just very, very generic snacky type stuff. Pier 8 Market. There is also quite a bit of seating, but remember, this hotel has a lot of rooms. It has two huge towers. So even though this looks like a lot of seating, you got a real busy day, it can fill up. So get down here early. Take a quick look at the room. It's just a typical room, and it looks exactly like the one over at Surfside. You can get the bathroom and the toilet. I don't like it when they shove them in there in a little separate room. I'd prefer there to be a door here, but I get it. It just doesn't mean I have to like it. And then here's the two beds. TV. No coffee pot, no microwave now. I thought that they did have those in the hotel. Maybe you can get them upon request, but I stayed at Surfside, also did not have a microwave and a coffee pot. I've not bothered to ask about it. You get like a little closet there that you can put stuff in. Ironing board, some hangers, a little curtain, air conditioning. There's a fridge in there, and that's just decoration. They are not bad rooms. Not bad at all. Well, I had a nice little pool view. Look at that. Nice view here. Yeah, just a typical room. Nice and clean, but nothing too fancy. Individual bed lights. And that's that. It really feels like there is an absolute ton of rooms at this hotel, more than even the Surfside version. This is what a typical floor looks like. And right here you have some vending machines right next to each of the elevators. Although I'm gonna warn you, this stuff is pricey. For instance, those oatmeal pies are $2.50. There are plenty of elevators to get to your room during the evening rush. As you can see, we've got 4 here. If you go down this hallway all the way at the end, there's another set of elevators. So you shouldn't have any trouble getting up to your floor. There is the other tower, Tower 1. It's pretty much a clone of this one. The hotel does come equipped with the game room. I can't show it to you right now because it is still closed. It's one of the few things on property that is still not quite yet ready to be open. Let's go out here and take a look at the pool area. There's two pools. This is the first pool. This is a really pretty area. It's really early in the morning, so there's only a couple people in the pool. We'll get a little bit closer, look at it. Nice little walk here with some palm trees. It's a decent amount of lounge chair sitting. I have noticed it can be a little bit hard to grab one of these at night. Probably could use a little bit more, to be honest, based on how crowded the pool gets, but I don't really know where they would fit more in at. And across the way there you can see the wave makers, pool bar. It's a nice pool. The deepest part is almost 4 foot, but the rest of it is about 3'8", 3.5 foot, somewhere around there. A little bit shallow. In order for me to get into the water, I gotta kind of like get on my knees and then duck down even more. But hey, it's perfect if you're worried about your little kids. And they've got some life jackets over there. I believe there's also a ping pong table. Let's go check that out. Oh, they absolutely have a ping pong table. Looks like they just got some generic paddles, but I mean, what do you expect? Nobody's gonna put out really nice paddles out here for people to use. But you can bring your own. Looks like it's had its morning bath and it's ready to be used. Let's go over here and take a look at Tower 1's pool. It's pretty much the same thing with one exception. And that would be that this pool has this little splash pad over here. And the pool itself is shaped slightly different, although it's hard to tell from the ground level, but you can kind of see it from up above. And over there you can see its version of the beach bar, the Oasis. It serves alcoholic beverages and beer, stuff like that. Very pretty pools. See, Tower 2 had the game room, but Tower 1 has a fitness center in its place. We'll go in here real quick, take a look at what it looks like real brief, because I think there's people in here working out. It's not terrible, but it is probably the least impressive fitness room that I've seen on Universal property so far. You have some dumbbells, which are pretty good. And then back there, kettlebells, giant medicine balls, some ellipticals, and some bikes. It's okay. You can get like a brief little workout in, but I do believe the other fitness rooms, like I said, are a little bit better. And they have buses running to Volcano Bay and Universal Resort all day long, or CityWalk rather. Now don't get confused with the Volcano Bay buses. That's actually the CityWalk bus. And this other one leaving is the one that goes to Volcano Bay. I'm not sure why they're swapped this morning. One other note about the resort is, say you're coming in early and your room's not ready. Like say you arrive at 9 o'clock in the morning and you got all your luggage. They do have luggage service, so you can just drop it off there, let it sit for the day, go over to the parks or go do whatever you're gonna do, then come back in and check in later. So, and they have one of these greeting you at every exit and entrance to the resort. I'm not sure if that's a raven or a crow. Whatever it is, I don't want to get too close to it. But whatever you do, do not try to get past that guy without your room key. So what I've been doing for all of these resorts is also walking from the resort over to Universal Studios. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll let you know how far and how long it is. However, there's not really much of an advantage walking from the two Endless Summer resorts. Unlike the other resorts a little bit closer to Universal Studios, they have nice walking trails. This doesn't. We're basically going to have to cross over I-4. But if you want the option, I'll at least let you know how long it takes and how far it is. So one of the big advantages to staying at either Dockside or Surfside is you are right on International Drive, and you can kind of just walk up and down it. There's some other attractions and restaurants and shops you can visit. Plus this Walgreens right here is really close, and I have taken advantage of using this Walgreens quite a few times for things that I need. I-4. I've heard this referred to down here as the most dangerous road in America. I have no idea if that's factual or just something the locals say. But I can tell you, it is really stressful at times trying to navigate it, especially down here where the theme parks are. I think these are the new toll booth lanes that they're putting in right here on 4. It's kind of what it looks like. Though, I very much could be wrong. It's looking like it's going to be another busy day here at the parks. Man, it has been crazy here lately. Now, summertime is in full effect, I guess. Almost there. My goodness, this is a long, hot, humid walk. So close. Look at this line. This is going to the other parking garage entrance. Man, it is a weekday. And that's how crowded it looks like it's going to be. Plus, it's not first thing in the morning. It's a little bit later. Universal Orlando Resort. We can see security up there, and there are the buses unloading. This last little, like 5 minutes of the walk is pretty. It's just everything that comes before it is absolutely not. I want to thank you for joining me this morning as we took a look around Endless Summer Dockside Resort and walked over from the resort to here. In case you were wondering, it was 28 minutes and just under 2 miles. Now, I can walk 2 miles much faster than 28 minutes, but you have to account for all the stoplights when you're there, so that's about what it was. Like I said earlier though, I would not suggest doing that walk. Any of these other resort walks during the nice, cool looking decorative paths, do that. Don't do that one, unless you like seeing I-4 and cars. Now you can check out any of my other Universal videos if you're up for it, and if not, thanks for watching.